What if I told you? Success doesn't come overnight. It comes one tiny step at a time. One small change, one simple improvement, every single day. That's the secret of the 1% rule. A rule that turns small efforts into massive success. Let me tell you a story. A story about a boy named Aarav, who discovered the magic of tiny, consistent progress. Aarav was an ordinary student. Not the smartest. Not the fastest. Just an average boy, trying his best. But no matter how hard he worked, his grades stayed the same. His confidence kept falling. One day, sitting alone on a school bench, he whispered to himself, "Maybe success just isn't meant for me." His teacher, Mr. Dev, overheard him. He smiled kindly and said, "Aarav, you don't need to change your whole life today. Just get 1% better every day." Aarav frowned. 1%? That's too small. What difference can that make? Mr. Dev replied softly. More than you think. The next morning, Aarav tried something new. He didn't study for hours. He just studied 10 minutes longer than yesterday. He didn't run miles. He just ran one extra street. He didn't try to be perfect. He just tried to be 1% better. And day by day, that tiny effort started to grow. Weeks passed. No one noticed any change. But Aarav did. He understood lessons more clearly. He felt a bit more confident. And deep down, he began to believe in himself again. Then one day, after failing a small test, he felt broken again. He looked at his books and said, "Maybe the 1% rule doesn't work after all." At that moment, Mr. Dev walked in and said, "Do you know how airplanes reach their destination? They fly slightly off course. But they keep correcting their direction by 1%. That's how they arrive exactly where they're meant to be." Aarav finally understood. Success isn't about being perfect. It's about making tiny corrections, again and again. Months turned into years. Aarav kept improving, just 1% each day. When others quit, he stayed consistent. When others complained, he took one more step. And slowly, those small steps became big results. He started topping his class. He earned a scholarship. And most importantly, he found his self-belief. Years later, Aarav stood on a graduation stage. He smiled and said, "Don't chase overnight success. Chase daily progress. If you get just 1% better every day, in 1 year, you'll be 37 times better than before." The secret isn't being the best. It's being a little better, every single day. Maybe you feel stuck right now. Maybe your dreams seem too far away. But remember this. You don't have to change everything today. You just need to change something small. Wake up 5 minutes earlier. Read one more page. Speak one kind word. Take one small action. That's your 1%. That's how transformation begins. Because when you grow 1% each day, you don't just change your actions. You change who you are becoming. Success is not a leap. It's a climb, one step at a time. Every small improvement compounds. Every little habit builds strength. And every single day, you are creating your own greatness. So today, don't aim to be perfect. Aim to be better, just by 1%. Because you don't need to be 100% better overnight. You only need to be 1% better than yesterday. So tell me, what 1% improvement will you make today?